Hadith number 32. عن أبي سعيد سعد بن مالك بن سنان الخدري رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا ضرر ولا ضرار. There is no harm and there is no harm. Or there is no harm and there is no reciprocating harm. Some ulama said هذا للتأكيد. It was repeated for تأكيد. It was repeated for emphasis. And some ulama said that ضرار is a different meaning than ضرر, as we're going to see. حديث حسن رواه ابن ماجه والدار قطني وغيرهما مسندا ورواه مالك في الموطأ عن عمرو بن يحيى عن أبيه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم مرسلا فأسقط أبا سعيد وله طرق يقوي بعضها بعضا. Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad حفظه he said about this hadith لا ضرر ولا ضرار. There was multiple things that was said about لا ضرر ولا ضرار. There's no harm and there's no reciprocating harm in the religion. لا ضرر يعني لا تضر نفسك. You should never harm yourself. ولا ضرار, you should not harm غيرك. You should not harm other than yourself. It was also said لا ضرر يعني ضرر غير قصد. لا ضرر means there should be no harming even when you don't intend harm. There shouldn't be that kind of harm. ولا ضرار يعني مع قصد. When there is intention to harm, there shouldn't be that kind of harm as well. طيب, Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad, he said واختلفوا هل بين اللفظين فرق أم لا? Is there a difference between لا ضرر ولا ضرار, or is it the same thing being repeated? فمنهم من قال هما بمعنى واحد على وجه التأكيد. They're both the same meaning, but it was said for تأكيد, for emphasis. والمشهور أن بينهما فرقا. But what's more known is that there's a difference between them. ثم قيل, and then it was said إن الضرر هو الاسم والضرار الفعل. ضرر is the ism, is the noun, and ضرار is the fi'l. There is no harm and there is no doing harm. There is no harm in the deen of Islam. The deen of Islam contains no harm. And you should not do anything that is harmful. He said, فالمعنى أن الضرر نفسه منتف في الشرع. That the darar, harmfulness in and of itself is neglected. It's not found in this shar' in this deen. وإدخال الضرر بغير حق كذلك. And entering harm, doing harm without any right is also like that as well. وقيل, and another opinion, الضرر أن يدخل على غيره ضررا بما ينتفع هو به. Darar is where you harm someone, but you're benefiting from that harm. There's a reason why I harm him. I benefit from that harm. Where you benefit from the harm, there should not be that kind of harm. You shouldn't harm someone and benefit from it. وَالضِّرَارُ أَن يُدْخِلَ عَلَى غَيْرِهِ ضَرَرًا بِمَا لَا مَنْفَعَةَ لَهُ بِهِ. And dirar is where you harm someone and you don't even benefit by harming that person. There should be neither of these kinds of harm. كَمَنْ مَنَعَ مَا لَا يَضُرُّهُ وَيَتَضَرَّرُ بِهِ الْمَمْنُوعِ. Like someone who prevents someone from doing something, he harms him, and there was no benefit in him by preventing him from doing that. وَرَجَّحَ هَذَا الْقَوْلِ طَائِفَةٌ مِّنْهُمْ ابن عبد البر وابن الصلاح. And these are two great ulama of hadith. وَالضَّرَرُ, and the fourth opinion, وَالضَّرَرُ أَن يَضُرَّ بِمَنْ لَا يَضُرُّهُ. Darar is to harm someone who doesn't harm you. وَالضِّرَارُ أن يضر بمن قد أضر به على وجه غير جائز. And ضرار is to harm someone who harmed you, but you harm him in a way that's not permissible. Yani you went overboard. You didn't just give him back qisas, retribution, you went overboard. Both of these are not allowed. And this was the translation that we gave to the hadith, or that's found in your PDF. There's no harming and there's no reciprocating harm. And when somebody harms you, you try to harm them back. Both these are not found in the deen. طيب, in fiqh, you study fiqh, you study jurisprudence, you study ahkam, halal, haram, mubah, makruh, mustahab, drawing ahkam. There are 5 famous qawa'id when it comes to fiqh. Al-qawa'id al-fiqhiyya. This hadith is one of those qawa'id. And some ulama, they add a 6th. What are they? Very quickly. قواعد الفقه الدين أولا, first, الأمور بمقاصدها. الأمور بمقاصدها. The affairs are by their intentions. Like the hadith, إنما الأعمال بالنيات. We're going to judge your action based off of your intention. If a man says to his wife, go to your parents' house. Go to your parents' house. We ask him, what did you mean by that? Did you mean that she was divorced? Because if you intended in your heart that she was divorced, she's divorced. And if you intended by that something else, no, I didn't mean that she was divorced, and Allah is a witness against you, then she's not divorced. And there's aqwal that we don't look at the intention. Like if you say anti talqa, that's why we don't play with that word. Even if you're joking, the ulama, they say yaqa, talaq. So be very careful. So this is the first one. Al-umur bi maqasidiha. That's a qaida, a principle in fiqh. So many rulings go back to that statement, that principle. The second, لا يزول اليقين بالشك. This is a very important qaida that will help us answer a lot of our questions. Yaqeen, certainty, does not go away because of shak, because of doubt. You are certain that you made wudu. You're certain that you made wudu. That wudu doesn't go away because of shak, because of doubt. You're in the middle of salah and the shaitan comes playing with you. Do I have wudu? Did I use the bathroom? Did I break my wudu? A'udhu billahi shaitanir rajeem, spit 3 times to the left and continue your salah. لا يزول اليقين بالشك. And another form of this qaida is البقاء ما كان على ما كان حتى يأتي غير ما كان. And this will help us answer the question that we get every Ramadan. Every Ramadan somebody asks this question. If I broke my fast a couple minutes before Salatul Maghrib, do I have to repeat the day? Or is it jaiz? Not that I forgot, I intentionally broke my fast. Couple minutes before Maghrib, do I have to repeat the day or no? Yes, you have to repeat the day. What if I was eating a couple minutes after Salatul Fajr, not realizing? Do I have to repeat that day or do I not have to repeat that day? No, you don't have to repeat that day. So what's the difference? The difference is al-aslu biqa'u ma kan ala ma kan hatta ya'ti ghayru ma kan. That things remain upon what they were until something that it isn't enters and changes it. It's confusing? In the morning, what is the asl? Is it morning or is it night? It's morning. It's going to stay morning until certainty comes and changes it into night. So you should not have broken your fast at Maghrib until you were certain that it changed into being night. So that's why you have to redo your fast, because of this qaida, لا يزول اليقين بالشك. But the opposite, Salatul Fajr comes in, and the asl is what? Is it morning or night? Night. And at night, can you eat or you don't eat? You can eat and drink. So since you didn't get certainty that it was morning, you don't have to repeat that day. So this is a very important qaida. You don't have to memorize that one rule, but just in general, yaqeen doesn't go away because of shak. The third qaida, the third principle, al-mashaqqatu tajlibu at-taysir. Whenever there's difficulty, you're going to find that the deen gives taysir, it gives an easy way out. When you're traveling, you get to ijma' and iqsir. You get to combine and shorten the prayers. And you get to break your fast. A woman on her period, a woman while she's pregnant, a woman postpartum bleeding, she gets to break her fast and she doesn't pray. The deen, whenever there's difficulty involved, there's always what? Ease with the difficulty. And vice versa. If the difficulty goes away, you can't use that rukhsa anymore. A lot of people, little trickle of rain comes falling down from the sky and they want to do jam' as-salah. Is there mashaqqa? Was there difficulty in coming to the salah? No. If there was no difficulty, not annoyance, difficulty. Tamam. The fourth qaida is this hadith. La darara wa la dirar. There's no harm in the deen. There's no harm in the deen. So a lot of times the ulama, not me and you, but the ulama are going to weigh the masalih and the mafasid, the pros and cons, when they give a ruling. This thing is very harmful. This thing is very good. There might be 2 evil things in front of you, but one of them is less evil. So the ulama will say to do it. And this is why some ulama say that voting is permissible. Some ulama say voting is not permissible, period. Other ulama, they said no. You have 2 options, 2 choices for presidents. They're both zbahla, they're both trash, but one of them is less harmful than the other. So we're going to take the less harmful one for the benefit of the society. That comes from this hadith. La darara wa la dirar. This is a principle, number 4. And the 5th one is al-adat muhkama. Al-adat muhkama. That the culture is used to draw rulings as well, so long as it doesn't contradict the deen. So a man says he wants to grow his hair like the Prophet ﷺ grew his hair to his shoulders. Is it a sunnah to grow your hair to your shoulders because the Prophet ﷺ, his hair was at his shoulders? No, because the Prophet ﷺ didn't do it as a qurab ila Allah, as an act of drawing close to Allah. He just did it because it was the aada, it was the norm. It was the norm. So if in your society it's looked down upon, it's frowned upon, like a lot of our cultures, it's looked down upon. The elders get really upset, your parents get really upset when you grow your hair like that. They look at it as being something feminine even for a man to grow his hair. Then al-adat muhkama. Then we're going to use the adat to draw a ruling and say, no, you shouldn't do that. And the sixth one that some of the fuqaha don't include is i'malul kalam awla min ihmalihi. Using people's statements is more deserving than neglecting them. If you said something, you need to be held accountable to that thing. Like we said about the divorce or buying and selling. Someone says, it's sold to you. They can't go back on their statement. We're going to use what you said. You said sold, you said divorced, you said something, we're going to use what you said. Tamam? So this hadith is very important.